Right, how's everyone keeping? We are going to shoot a video today and we're going to make a mixed fruit mead. This is the second brewing video from the home brew Ireland. We've already started. What we have now is we have water, and we're going to leave this water boil up, and I'm going to add in a packet of mixed fruits. I'm going to get the water really hot now. I'm going to put in the mixed fruits. These are mixed fruits that have been frozen. That'll make it easier for the fruits to dissolve into the water. There's roughly about 3.5 litres of water boiling up. I'm going to add in honey and should be able to make it up to the 5 litres very easily. This is the carboy that I will be using today. It's the one that I made myself. Well, I didn't make the bottle myself, but this is a plastic bottle that I got out of a supermarket full of water for about $1.95. That's the fermenter, or the fermentation lock, and I just drilled a hole in the cap, put a bit of plastic, melted a bit of plastic around it, and that's basically it. At the moment I'm just sterilising everything, make sure everything is nice and clean. I won't be pitching the yeast today because I thought I had some, but I don't, so I'm going to have to go to the shop tomorrow and get some. But the good thing about that is that I can get more supplies. What I normally sterilise everything in is just basically Milton. This stuff is this is a cheap version of it. It's good for, it's grand for babies. It's perfect for babies actually. You just have to make sure you rinse everything afterwards, and you know, the kids never got sick after using it. So if it's good enough for humans, then it's definitely good enough for what we're doing. It's really cheap. You just get these tablets and you throw them into water. Just follow the instructions basically on the back, and that's it. Now the water's boiling, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the bag. The water is way too hot at the moment. Just gonna leave it cool down a little bit. Don't want it to be boiling, because it's only going to kill any of the enzymes. I know this is frozen, but enzymes don't die when they're frozen. They only die if they're heated up too much. So I want this to cool down now, and just give the enzymes a chance then to get working. They're not going to work great, but I don't really need them to. Now, the water seems to have cooled down enough. All of this is only through eye, so I'm not going to use anything to measure the temperature. I'm just kind of hoping. The enzymes that I want to get working are the alpha and the beta. They'll work at different temperatures, but they'll still work in conjunction with each other. So once I pour this in, it's going to automatically cool down the temperature as well of that water. And there's only a couple of bubbles there now, so it should be perfect. Now, as you can see, the mixed fruits have been dropped in, and already the water is changing colour. I haven't mixed it yet. I'll give it a bit of agitation. I'm not going to go mad into it. I don't want too much oxygen getting in. The oxygen can change the taste. Probably wouldn't be as good. So I'll give that a nice small gentle stir. I'm going to just put up the temperature a little bit. Hopefully it'll stir itself. As you can see, I have the honey in hot water, and just turning it now every so often. I don't want to get the labels in. This is going to make the honey run smooth, which is very important. The runnier the honey is, the easier it's going to mix, and the less messing you have to do with hot water trying to get all the honey out of the jar, which you can end up burning yourself, so be careful with that. Right guys, the mixed fruit is starting to boil up, and when I open this there should be loads of steam. Yeah, I hope you can see that. That smells absolutely lovely. It smells sweet. It smells kind of like mixed fruit should. As you can see, it's turning around themselves. That's because it's starting to boil. Probably needed it a little bit warmer than this, but this is going to be absolutely perfect, I hope. Okay, now at the moment we have the head brewer of the house looking in to make sure everything is okay. If you want to turn around, Kyle, say hi to everyone.
Hi!
Right, now, as you can see, everything is working away nicely. I've lifted the top off and it's just working away. Right, now that the head brewer Kyle is gone to bed, over 2 hours past his bedtime, but sure, he has no school tomorrow. I am going to turn this off because it's on now for 20 minutes. I'm not really going to get any more flavours out of this. Everything is going to be able to work. I think I will, however, put a couple of these, a few spoonful of the mixed fruits into the bottom of the carboy. Just to probably try and get a bit more flavour out, but things are breaking up now at the moment and I don't want too many bits. Okay, I have about 2.2 pounds, just over a kilo, so 2.3 pounds of honey put in to my wort, and I am getting a reading of almost 80. Now that's going to give me close to about 10%, which isn't bad. Now I'm going to add in more honey. I'm going to add in another jar of honey. I have a lot more than that, but I don't exactly have 5 litres or in this, so there's about 3.5 litres. So there's probably a little bit more now with the honey gone in. But I want to, so I'm going to have to end up adding in water, so I don't want to lose too much. So I'm hoping if I could have around 10%, I'd be very, very happy. Just going to pour in another drop of honey. Just want to see if you can see how easy that goes in. It's still a little bit warm to touch on my fingers, but it's not too bad. It's been out of the warm water now for a while. So I'm just going to get that all in. I'm going to stir it. And if you want to wait a second. Right, I added in another jar, which was 340 grams, so a third of a pound, or a third of a kilo, sorry. And that's after bringing me up to basically 12.5. If you can see that. 12.5% alcohol. That's fairly strong. I could get in more. But I'm going to probably leave it at that now. I'm going to leave all of this cool down before I put it into my plastic carboy. Don't want to melt the carboy and have a mess everywhere and all my work gone. Yeah, so I'm going to leave that now, settle for a while, and I'll be back and I'll transfer it in. And I'll add in more water if needs be, and I'll take my final reading after that. I'm pretty sure it should be over 10%, which will be a nice strong mead. Not too strong, but should be perfect. Thank you. Right, I got all my wort into my carboy, and you can see I wasn't too far off the mark. Sorry now about the sponge in the background. So yeah, I wasn't too far off the mark, but I'm going to put water into about this level. Shouldn't really make much of a difference to the final gravity, but I'll let you know there in a few minutes about it. Right guys, I am very happy with this. We've got about 85 there on the final gravity, and just to show you the calculations, now the fact is mead will go underneath the one, so you know, you see the one there, it'll go under that. Should be about 0.995. So as you can see, my calculations are off a little bit, but I'm not worried about too much about the final alcohol percentage. What I will do though, so I'll let you look at this for a second, is if it does go down by 90, I will get almost 12%. If you add in priming of the bottles, yeah, 12% is basically what I'm going to get. That's a fine strong wine, you know. Now I have had a little taste and it's very sweet. It's kind of sticky almost, but that will go once the yeast, the mead yeast, does its thing. You know, it should be a dry enough mead, and should be nice. And I will update you not just on how the mead has done, but also on my carboy, my homemade carboy. I just want you to have a look at this carboy. It came with a handle, just a normal plastic handle that was on the container from the supermarket. Obviously I took the label off. Now I'm going to be honest, I left a bit of room here because there is going to be it should come up a little bit. Now I probably could have went to about here, but look, this is only an experiment. I've never I haven't mixed mead with anything before, and plus the fact that this is an experiment with a homemade carboy as well, I don't want to be taking the chance and destroy the whole kitchen, because that's where I normally keep my stuff. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and we will get back to you as soon as this is all done, or if it's a complete disaster and the carboy blows up on me, I'll get back to you and let you know about that. Thanks for watching, guys.